Chairman Hersman, thank you so much for joining us for a few minutes on Aero-TV and for being here at Oshkosh. Talk to us a little bit about how the NTSB relates to general aviation safety and also in the experimental and amateur-built categories.
Well, at the NTSB, we're charged with investigating every civil aviation accident. And so, of course, we do our job, but it's more than that. It's personal for us. We have 32 pilots who have built or restored their own aircraft, and we have about 50 pilots total that own their own aircraft. And so for us, we have a lot of pilots, we have a lot of home builders, we love aviation, we love being at Oshkosh, and it's really to talk to people about lessons that we've learned to make sure that we don't see the same types of accidents occur again, and also to listen to them and listen to what their concerns are about safety.
Let's talk about some of those safety concerns because, as you said in your presentation a few minutes ago, there are a lot of accidents in the GA community, proportionately far higher than in commercial or business aviation. What are the kinds of findings that you have at the NTSB?
You know, we investigate about 1,500 accidents and incidents a year at the NTSB, and we see over 400 fatalities in general aviation. And even though general aviation represents only about 50% of the flight time, it represents about 97% of the fatalities. And so our concerns are, why are those accidents occurring and what can we do to prevent them? So we've held a number of events this year, 2 forums on GA, or general aviation safety, and also search and rescue. But also we conducted a study on experimental amateur-built aircraft, and we've made some recommendations in that area.
Chairman Hersman, you also recently released some recommendations following that tragic accident at Reno. How is that being received, and what were some of those recommendations?
You know, we made recommendations following the Reno accident that occurred last September. We made them in April of this year, and we really wanted to give the organizers time to make changes before the next air race in September. We made recommendations focused on the pilots, on the aircraft, and on the race course design. And we have really received very positive feedback from the organizers about making some changes. And in fact, they're already doing some of that. And so we're pleased to see many of those things may be in place and in fact completed before the air races in September.
And on maybe just a little bit of a lighter note, how do you find Oshkosh?
I love Oshkosh. What's not to love about Oshkosh? I think the only thing that I would change is maybe not rain. And so,
but a little cooler too.
Yeah, well, a little cooler. I think people can handle the heat, but I've seen a lot of people that need to be wearing their sunblock. But you know, it's amazing to be here with so many aviators who are so enthusiastic, see these beautiful aircraft, and to see the air shows. They really show us, you know, the most amazing things about what people fell in love with aviation.
Debbie Hersman with the NTSB, thank you so much for joining us on Aero-TV.
Thank you for having me.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Avidyne is the brand of choice for pilots who want innovative, easy-to-use avionics, and the new IFD 540 and 440 FMS GPS navcoms set a new standard for ease of use and simplicity. As plug-and-play replacements for legacy 530 and 430 series navigators, the hybrid touch user interface of the IFD 540 and IFD 440 makes it much easier to access the information you want while reducing head-down time, and making flying more enjoyable. Now you have a choice, and the choice is easy: Avidyne.